10th of June, Monday Night Raw. Top 5 moments. Let's get straight to them. But before we get into the top 5 moments, let's give an honourable mention to Goldust asking Booker T to suck his wiener. He asked Booker T to leave the NWO because he says the NWO doesn't like their kind.
Of black guys.
Yeah, NWO was... Goldust was portraying a black guy. Now, if you did this in 2022, you would get canned. There's no doubt about it, but I mean, Goldust...
Cancel.
Although, I mean, Goldust is kind of like a transgender, bender, freak show bastard of a character, so he can probably do what he wants and get away with it.
Yeah, that's what Goldust put in his CV. Exactly that description.
No, but even when you look at this, right, Goldust is like one of those freaks, but he's coming off as cool in 2022. 2002. See in 2022, see all these like LGBT people, they don't come off as cool. She, her, him, them. There's nothing cool about them. But Goldust is a cool guy. Might be the worst member of the Rhodes family.
Imagine getting triggered by that, but anyway. Honourable moment there.
Honourable moment. Right, so let's see then, coming in at number 5, and it was close. There was not much in it. It was a small margin, unlike this person's ass. And it is a backstage segment with Trish Stratus and Molly Holly. Molly Holly's getting interviewed by Lillian Garcia. She pulls out a poster. She's not happy with Lillian. Says you can see your nipples coming through the top. Your top.
Actually Terry Runnels, mate.
Terry Runnels. Who did I say it was?
Lillian.
Alright, Terry Runnels. Lillian's more classy. She doesn't do that shit. Molly Holly is disgusted that Runnels has a monthly article, Raw Sex or whatever. And, you know, you get it, Raw Sex, Raw, Monday Night Raw. Woo!
I get it.
Yeah, so she's disgusted with her. Then we see Trish peeking up and nonsing on fucking Molly Holly here. I mean, you could have just replaced Trish with Jerry the King Lawler. No one would have bat an eyelid. She's looking down at Molly. She says that she understands the reason why Molly's jealous. It's because she's got a big ass. And,
got a whole lot of junk in her trunk.
A lot of junk in that trunk. That's a wide load. And basically just, you know, continues to bash Molly Holly's ass. But, I mean, yeah, no, I get they're bashing Molly Holly's ass, but to, like, what extent is that, like, a negative? It's not like a Rikishi size ass where it's, like, just a fucking fat ass.
Yeah. It's like, are we fat shaming here or are we not?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say her ass is, like, big in a sense that it's, like, unproportionate and...
Rikishi's like?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the King selling it like it's the biggest fucking thing he's ever seen before in his life. It's taking up the whole arena.
Yeah, so then they have a match and the fucking thing is, if Trish wins, Molly would have to wrestle her a thong. So therefore Trish ain't going to win. But it was funny because then when Molly's leaving the segment, she's like using this like book to walk off. She like waddles away, uses the book to cover her ass, and then when she comes out for the match, like the cameraman is like legit up her ass during the entrance. So yeah, they were trying to emphasize, they were trying to get the point over.
Her ass is big.
Yeah, it's a big ass. Not quite as big as Rikishi's, but it's, you know, it's big. It's big nonetheless. Right, let's move on then to number 4. We have Bubba versus Brock. You know, I wasn't too into this match, but Game and Jesus here thinks it was great, so
I liked it.
Let him discuss
some great wee spots in this match. I mean, it wasn't as good as the other one, but I do just feel overall this was a weaker Raw, and if I want to put on a match second, I'll put a match second, but with the great belly-to-belly on the floor.
Yeah, but my problem with this Raw is we had Bubba versus Brock, and we had Guerrero versus RVD.
2 repeats.
Yeah, and I just feel like... Yeah,
we were supposed to get Brock Austin, that didn't happen, so...
How many times have we seen Guerrero RVD?
Especially Guerrero RVD. I don't know, I feel like with Brock and Bubba, you can get different matches. I feel like with RVD and Guerrero, they're only going to do the sort of same match. Or is that ignorant, or...
That's retarded. Well, I would say so. They've had a lot more matches.
Way more. Backlash.
I'm pretty sure this was only Brock and Bubba's second single match. I know they've been in tag team matches, but I think this was a second single match. Whereas I think RVD and Eddie Guerrero, over the past couple months, they probably had about 6 single matches. They had the one in the UK. They've had a couple on Raw. They had the ladder match. They had a couple of pay-per-views. Basically, they've had a shitload of matches.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, so like the IC title, that's basically been the whole feud. I don't know why we needed to see it again. King of the Ring or no King of the Ring.
I thought the ladder match between the two would have been the end of it, like, but still going.
Still going.
Yeah, so that's coming in at number 4. Coming in number 3, got Booker T getting Sweet Chin Music out of the NWO World Life. Black and white. Well, without the black part.
Yeah, so the black part is gone.
Just white members left here.
May as well get the white cloaks and start burning crosses, because Shawn Michaels buried.
NWO, white and white. Whiter than white.
Now, this was a good moment, and it is pretty iconic, even though NWO and WWE is not very iconic. But I didn't like Shawn Michaels having to get the jibes in about fucking Triple H and The Rock and himself in Austin.
I know, yeah, I know. This promo seems like a very... It just seems like a kayfabe... No, not kayfabe,
No,
like a shoot promo.
I don't like him. I don't like him breaking kayfabe or whatever, right? But he can mention himself in Austin, but it was so unnecessary to mention The Rock and it's just because he doesn't like The Rock. It was fucking petty. I thought this is drug-free Christian Shawn Michaels. This just sounded like 97 Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I mean, did The Rock really hold down Triple H? Did The Rock really hold back Triple H? Not really. If anything, I think Triple H his career benefited working with The Rock.
Yeah, like,
but,
at least when he talked about himself with Austin, you can kind of say, well, maybe that's from a kayfabe point of view. But when he completely brings up Triple H, and The Rock, it's completely not. It's a fucking irrelevant to him.
If you want to talk about burying, let's talk about Triple H, Barry and Mick Foley. Let's talk about what Triple H is set to do to the Raw roster for the next 2 years. Yeah, let's talk about that. But no, I mean, it was an okay promo. It was something different, but it seems very like current day to me. You know, it seemed like something that I think if Shawn Michaels done this in this day and age, people would mark it. Oh, what an amazing promo! He did this, he did that. I didn't like it. You know, basically saying that. Basically alluding to the fact that here wrestling's not real and the wins are predetermined. See, once you do that in a promo, you lose it for me. Like, see, I used to think the CM Punk promo, the pipe bomb, was good, but see now, like, back in it now, he's basically saying that, you know, he's better than everyone else, but because they kiss ass, McMahon allows them to win matches. And that's basically what CM Punk's promo was.
Exactly.
And that's not good. See, when you have to go down that route. I mean, that's different in a shoot interview on YouTube. But on the fucking TV program, you shouldn't.
I get that the NWO was supposed to be edgy, but nah, I didn't like the whole, especially the Triple H one with The Rock. Fucking just not need it.
We didn't like it, but it came third on the list, so... Whew. Coming in at number 2...
And they also tried to say X-Pac's the best worker there fucking is in the company.
And see, I think X-Pac's alright. Like, I'm not going to say the guy's shit, but I think he's massively overrated. I mean, why not say the best cruiserweight of all time? I think if you said he's the best cruiserweight of all time, even though most people would say it's Rey Mysterio, I think you could make a case that that's subjective. I think you could make a case that, you know what, I can understand why you think X-Pac's the best cruiserweight of all time.
Yeah.
But to say he's the best worker of all time, I mean, is he in the top 10 in this period at the moment?
No chance.
Is he better than Benoit? Is he better than Guerrero?
No.
Is he better than Angle?
He's not even the best in the NWO, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, fuck me. So,
and the NWO's got Nash and fucking Big Show.
Hey, it's a Big Show.
Fucking 2-man competition, he comes second.
Woo. I'm not burying X-Pac, like, but you know, that's what it is. Like, coming in number 2, I seem to be the only person that really liked this segment. It was Taker sending a message to Triple H and Jeff Hardy, but then the Hardys end up sending a message to Taker. Matt Hardy drags his fucking... Even at this stage, his career, Matt Hardy was limping.
I know, he's fucked. That's 20 years ago.
You know, his hips are gone at this stage of his career. So, like, you see him in 2022, like, it's mad. So yeah, Matt Hardy's come down with a ladder, you think, what the hell? And then Jeff attacks Taker from behind. And it was weird, because the Hardy Boys legitimately beat the shit out of Taker here. And I know they had a numbers advantage, right? But it was a bit weird seeing the Undisputed Champion getting his ass handed to him. Without, like, getting... He got a bit of offense in, but it's like, as soon as the Hardys, like, took control, I mean, that was it. And, like... But,
I like it, though, because the book tag team's strong.
Yeah, see, back here, I mean, see when the Dudleys were against a top... See, the Dudleys could be against... I think the Dudleys could have been taking on anybody, apart from maybe Austin, and I would have the Dudleys' favourite.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But see now, you can't think of a tag team where the only tag team I'd probably give a chance against like a main event or maybe the Usos, and even then I still think they'd lose.
Yeah.
If the Usos took on, let's say, Drew McIntyre in a handicap match, I think they'd lose.
I'd say so, yeah.
Back then, though, no tag teams were actually. I mean, and that's the way it should be. I mean, one guy shouldn't be beating two, especially if that two. It's different if that two is just two guys chucked together. They don't really know each. But see if the two's a fucking tag team that work together every single week. Then how can they possibly lose?
I know, it's ridiculous, but
anyway, yeah, the Hardys, they know to do all the like high spot pattern and moves, tag team moves, and then Jeff, big ladder, climbs up it and flips over the top of it and does the leg drop to Taker. And leaves Taker laying. The Hardy Boys celebrate.
Looking forward to their upcoming ladder match.
Should be good. So yeah, that was Taker versus the Hardys coming at number 2. And coming at number 1, it is the main event of the show. Winner takes all. 50-50 partnerships on the line. McMahon versus Flair.
Also coming to you soon in real life because Flair wants it.
Flair wants it, but he's not getting it. I mean, it's mad McMahon having to step down his seat. I mean, look at the amount of fucking affairs Ric Flair's had. He's never had this stepped in.
Well, stepped
he can twirl his dong on a helicopter and nothing happens to him.
Well, stepped in for what though?
Space Mountain. Anyway, right, McMahon versus Flair. It's not the first time these two have had a match, but I'd say it was the best match they've had.
Yeah, blood, interference, big stakes on the line.
We get towards the end.
I feel like Flair's getting a bit better.
Yeah, he's getting better. He wasn't very good when he first returned. He had McMahon in the figure 4. He's about to tap. Arn Anderson gets in the ring and he's like, standing over the top of them, getting in their face. And I could have swore we were getting an Arn Anderson heel turn here. I would have bet money on an Arn Anderson heel turn. The way he was just standing over them, it looked like he was about to punt Flair in the face. Did you get that feeling?
Yes.
But no, we don't get that. What we get is Brock Lesnar sliding into the ring.
Or like call the bell or someone just award McMahon the fucking victory.
Nah, I've seen more of an attack on fucking Flair, to be fair. But you go with that shitey analogy. Or no analogy.
No, I go with that shitey
right.
Theory, you fucking
Theory. Austin Theory.
But then, down and down and down.
I don't think we have this music, actually.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Silent entrance, mate. On mute. Anyway, he runs in.
Who runs in?
Brock Lesnar.
That's alright. Didn't hear his music, might not know who it was.
So he comes under the bottom rope, squares up to Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson looks at Brock. You think that maybe these two are about to go at it, but Arn Anderson shits his pants. He just rolls out, fucking walks up the ramp.
It's really shite behind him.
Yeah, leaves Flair on his own. Then the next minute,
Brock this week.
Brock Lesnar attacks Flair, hits him with F5, and McMahon gets the cover. McMahon is now the sole owner of the WWE. I mean, what was the point, really, this whole McMahon Flair thing? I guess
it was the end. Flair
maybe needed the brand split.
Austin.
Maybe.
Austin's done.
Yeah, so you think maybe they're just doing this because Austin left?
Yeah, and they just want to put an end to Flair and a authority role. Like, if Austin ain't there to do that feud.
Because we don't know how much longer that Flair Austin thing was going to go for.
Probably the SummerSlam, but then again, they've already had matches.
True.
It's fucking, I don't know what they were going for, but that is your top 5 moments.
And I just don't see how a 50-year-old Ric Flair was ever going to beat Austin.
No. And Austin's already beat him, so what the fuck, like? What was the end game?
Don't know. But anyway, guys, that's your top 5 moments. Let us know what you thought down below. We'll catch you for the next one. But until then,
peace!